When thinking about what I wanted to do for this playlist assignment, I thought that describing my own creative history and my own creative process through songs would be the most enjoyable. I really enjoy music, and I thought picking out different pieces of songs that represented myself would be very interesting. My own personal creative history has naturally progressed throughout my life. I've always been a very energetic person with random bursts of spontaneity, adventure, and ideas. I also experience periods of deeper and darker thoughts that motivate me to express myself in creative ways. I grew up heavily involved in the dance community, and I enjoy art as well as writing. This playlist represents my overall creative process, its lyrics, music, and overall tone. For my first song, I chose Not Much Rhymes with Everything's Perfect at All Times by Sun Kil Moon. These lyrics support my statement about my creative process in that they question the human experience and the reality of people's genuine expression. I often have similar thoughts, which tends to spark my need to express myself in a creative way. In addition, this song has a consistent melodramatic feel to it, which is achieved with a simple piano melody accompanied by an acoustic string instrument. For my next song, In the Airplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel, I thought that the lyrics are less negative than the first song and more accepting of life in general. This is representative of my creative process because after thinking deeply about an issue, I began to acknowledge the positive elements, which often inspire me to express myself through creative means. The song also has a more uplifting feel with an upbeat guitar carrying the melody and providing a lighter, more optimistic sound. My third song, That Old Black Hole by Dr. Dog, has more random lyrics that portray spontaneity with words that are loosely connected but full of imagery. Additionally, there are several different instruments, such as drums and guitars, heard playing various tunes that collectively produce a cohesive song. This represents my energetic enthusiasm and my spontaneous nature that is often present when I work through my creative process. We Own the Sky by M83 was my next song because it's very powerful with equally powerful lyrics, which creates a feel of invincibility among its listeners. This feeling is mirrored in my creative process, in that I often imagine I could accomplish anything I set my mind to before considering the logistics and reality of my ideas. The use of repetition in both the lyrics and beats of the gradual inclusion of more instruments, namely from 310 forward, leads the listener to a building sensation of empowerment. Your Hand in Mine by Explosions in the Sky is an all-instrumental song, but it's very powerful nonetheless. It portrays an intense, methodic, and focused sound. The build of music intensifies and swells, which represents my building creativity. It opens with a solo piano rhythm that grows more complex and progresses to include other instruments, such as a drum set and strings. This represents my stage of creative process, where I'm able to focus in on one single thought. As I'm still working, my energy levels begin to rise with momentum, excitement, and sometimes frustration. The length of the song also accurately represents my stage of my creative process, since it is the period of time when I'm actually able to accomplish most of my work and consequently takes the most time. At 8 minutes and 17 seconds, this is definitely the longest song on my playlist. Wonderful the Way I Feel by My Morning Jacket is the last song I chose for my playlist because I think it is a great representation of reflection. The music behind the lyrics and the singer's voice portray that message. Soft string instruments carry the melody along, and at 1:26 a violin is introduced, adding another element to the song and reinforcing the positive tone. At 2:52 the song picks up even more with a lively banjo inserted into the equation, adding a genuine upbeat sound. This is representative of the reflection period I experience in my creative process. I'm a perfectionist to an extent, and I value hard work and effort if it results in something I can be proud of. Most of my critiques for this playlist centered on my lack of explanation as to why I chose the songs, specifically in the different pieces of the songs that make the feel. As you can see, I added in more details, as long as titles and lines to break up the different song choices. The formatting was edited some to include some color and some bigger titles. This is my playlist, and thank you for your time.